Coming up on Mountain News this morning, farmers across the Commonwealth could soon see the economic impact of the Baltimore bridge collapse. And a West Virginia fire station has closed for the foreseeable future.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on March 29th, 2024. Let's check in with Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Madison. Good morning, everyone. Friday, almost into the weekend. Some of you have the day off. A look outside. It's generally mostly clear and 37 outside our door here at WYMT. All right, the weather headlines for today. Beautiful day to put the wraps up on a work week if you do have to work. We do have an increasing shower threat as we head progressively through the weekend. Now it's up north of Jackson, more toward Ashland and Moorhead heading through tomorrow. We all get into it Saturday night. Could be some raindrops for sunrise services on Sunday morning. And like Cam alluded to last night, we'll keep an eye out on Tuesday of next week. Temperature-wise, just varies on elevation at this point. Jackson at 44, Pikeville at 44, but we're doing 31 at Manchester and 39 Ashland, Nunnally elevation, but wind as well. Satellite with a composite, some cloud cover issues to boot too across our northern counties. A lot of that rain activity trying to spill over the Ohio River is drying up. So the further north you go today, we'll run into some cloud cover issues. Otherwise, it's mostly sunny for the rest of us and a forecast high this afternoon up to 68. More about your First Alert 7-day forecast in just a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. After the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore collapsed Tuesday morning, officials are looking at all of the impacts. U.S. Department of Transportation officials remind folks that the halt in traffic may impact farmers nationwide. Perry County Extension Services agent Charles May says the impact will possibly be felt in our region.
I wouldn't panic because, there'd be disruptions, no doubt, but how bad, again, I don't know. We're pretty resilient in getting things moved out to the people, so they'll find a way to get that product out there.
The National Transportation Safety Board is still investigating the moments that led up to the cargo ship striking the bridge early Tuesday morning. The West Virginia State Fire Marshal's Office says the Dunlow Volunteer Fire Department is out of service. They said in a release yesterday the Dunlow Volunteer Fire Department has voluntarily closed due to not having a valid workers' compensation insurance policy in place. Ariana Mintz spoke with a concerned community member in the area on this developing story.
The Dunlow Volunteer Fire Department is out of service for the time being. This information coming from the West Virginia State Fire Marshal's Office Thursday afternoon.
I live in East Lynn, which is about 30 minutes from here.
Nate Randolph is from the area and is concerned about what this might mean if an emergency arises.
There's something called the golden hour, and if you are critically injured within the first hour, if you don't start to receive some treatment, there's a good probability that your outcome is negative. And if the mutual aid agreements with these other departments put you even further away, then that's going to have a health consequence for the residents in this community.
The West Virginia State Fire Marshal's Office says the fire department voluntarily closed from not having valid workers' compensation. Volunteer fire departments cannot spend levy money allotted to them. They send bills to the county, and the county makes payments. The Dunlow Volunteer Fire Department received the workers' comp policy bill on December 22, 2023, but did not submit the purchase order to the commission for payment until January 16th. By the time it was submitted, Dunlow's account was in the red.
Not optimal that they have to close, but it's also understandable. If you have funding issues and if workers' comp has not been paid, then that's an issue for the people that work at the station. And obviously we'd rather not this have to close, but if that's necessitated by the safety of the workers, that's what they need to do.
The purchase order submitted to the county commission shows the amount close to $5,000. That was due February 14th, 2024. The bill was not paid, and the policy expired on February 28th. Ariana Mintz, WSAZ, News Channel 3, Wayne County.
London Martial Arts is offering a police activities league program for kids. The nationwide program helps kids find productive activities. Surrounding police agencies have partnered to participate as well. London Martial Arts owner Jonathan Byerly says they are planning for kids to have several activities.
The goal is to have kids in here doing martial arts, but also we want to do other programs with other things, like we talked about, going to teaching kids how to change oil that don't know how to do that, change a tire and stuff. So we have other plans as well.
Anyone interested in the program can contact London Martial Arts. Officials in Williamsburg are working together in efforts of keeping their city clean. WYMT's RJ Johnson has more on their spring cleaning.
Springing into action. Throughout the month of April, the city of Williamsburg is giving people chances to get rid of unwanted items around their house.
We just go around and pick up all kinds of trash. If people want to clean out their garages or sheds and things like that, whatever. We take a pickup truck load for free, and that pickup truck load, we heap it. If you got it, we heap it. We try to get every piece in that pickup truck load. Very seldom do we not.
Williamsburg Sanitation and Street Supervisor Cecil Powers says it is a way to help everyone in the city.
It's a big help to everybody. We enjoy it. We get to talk to a lot of people that we haven't got to talk to all year long and help people out, especially the elderly and people that's moving into the city.
Saying it helps keep the city clean.
Spring cleanup is a big deal around here because it gives people a chance to get rid of all the clutter without it ending up somewhere where it shouldn't be.
Such as by the river, an area that was once a dump site.
We take a lot of pride in it. When we first started doing the river launch a long time ago, it was just an old dirt road, didn't go near as far back as it does now, and people would use this to dump things like that right there, and we hauled truckloads of trash out of here.
Power says to keep that from happening, people need to work together to keep the city clean.
The benefit to that is the tourism and things like that, and the fact that we want to live in a beautiful place.
In Williamsburg, RJ Johnson, WYMT Mountain News.
Powers says they do not accept batteries, shingles, or tires. They do accept furniture, but it has to be wrapped. The city of Corbin is seeing success in its annual restaurant week. This year, 14 restaurants are participating, showing off unique dishes. Corbin Tourism Executive Director Maggie Monholland says while this is not a competition, this is a great way to kick off their busy spring season of activities.
It's been really fun, very busy all week with people coming into different locations that they've never been into before to try different dishes and spend time with friends and family and be social. It's really been awesome to see the participation by the community.
Restaurant Week ends for the city on Saturday. Monholland adds this event helps with their goals of promoting the city as a foodie destination. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, the cleanup is still underway in Baltimore as more details surrounding the crash come out.
And this Friday morning, starting off on a good note, it's clear, it's quiet. You always want that going into a holiday weekend. But how does the weekend really shape up? We'll let you know. Your first Alert 7-day forecast is all coming up right after this.